Hello everybody, it is day 8 of Marion Smith's 31-day challenge. Today I'm not doing a project necessarily, but I have told you how I make my own glimmer mist, and it's kind of just a different version is what it is. And I just want to show you some of the techniques I use. If you guys don't know what glimmer mist is, it's awesome. Tattered Angels puts this out, and it's basically all different types of dye in a sense. It's an ink in a way. I don't know, it's kind of like ink and water mixed with this glimmer that's inside. I don't know if you can see that's at the bottom, and you shake it and it makes these beautiful glimmery, you can spray it on anything, cloth, fabric. People do their flowers with it. I Mod Podged a box and used it to dye parts of the box. You can use it for everything. Sometimes you just need a color last minute. So I came up with this because I have a lot of cake supplies, and I used stuff that I use for cake supplies. So the stuff I make, you can even spray this like on your cupcakes or cakes on your frosting and have a little glimmer. So it's fun for that. I'm going to show you a few pictures right now because it's a little easier for you guys to see. I've sprayed 3 colors here. First is this blue one, and this is a Tattered Angels. This is Riptide, and it gives you an idea. It's got a beautiful blue with a blue glimmer in it. This next one is Bubblegum Pink. This is one that I've made. I used a pink food coloring with water, and these little things right here, let me show you. These you can buy at Joann's. They're just little bits of glimmer. Let's see if I can, oh, I just splattered it. I don't know if you can see that. It's just fine powder. You can add it to your frosting. You can sprinkle it on top. Let me show you. It's in the makeup world, it's kind of like the pure pigments you get from MAC. It's kind of like that. Anyways, I use a little bit of that with a few drops of dye and water in a spray bottle. So that's this. This is one of those travel sprays that you get in the traveling section. Still shake it up, mix it up, and that's how I got that pink glimmer, and I think that one turned out really great. And like I said, it's with all edible products, so you can put that on cupcakes or whatever you like to bake. The next one is using something different. It's a different version of what I do. You'll see here. It's green. It's like a teal green, and there's the gold, but the gold is really strong in these. You'll see it's a little blotchy, and sometimes that's better for whatever the project is that you're doing. Let me show you this. It's from an actual baking company that it's a baking store in Berkeley that I go to, Berkeley, California, called Sponge Sugar, and they do all kinds of more professional baking supplies. So this is called Luster Dust, and it's even more fine than what you're gonna find in Joann's. And this stuff, you can even add a tiny bit of it with a tiny bit of extract, like a lemon extract or something, and you can paint on your fondant or on your baking supplies, and it comes out like metallic paint. Just like you're painting with metal is what it looks like. And that's what I've used that for. But that's how I got that really strong gold in my glimmer mist with the green there. So what I want to show you today, I'm gonna make one with purple. And this actually, what I had shown you, this is a different, in my pink I used a silver one, but I can't find my little silver right now. This is kind of like a tan glimmer. In a way, it's kind of a tan brown kind of color. I'm going to put this in with some purple dye, and I'm going to try something different. I've never done this before. This bottle here, I'm going to take the top off, and it looks very aggressive, but this is a bottle I've used from, I do pottery painting. And if any of you have gone to those places where you paint your own pottery, they might have something kind of like this with the paint, and you can do fine writing and stuff. Oh, sorry, fine writing with this needle. I'm going to try and put some of this in here and see. It may just flow out of here like water. It may be a little more controlled where I can maybe write or do a swizzle or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and These dyes, these are food coloring dyes. They're large bottles that I have because I have one of those air compressors where you can spray over an entire cake. And so these are the kind of colors that come with it. But you can use just a regular food coloring that you have. So let's see. I just did 10 drops in there. See, and that's not that much. And I start little. I might add more. I don't know. I'm going to go off camera here real quick and add some water. Just a little bit. And just fill it up halfway. Now I'm going to add, and honestly I usually add the powder first and I forgot. So only because now there's water or fluid around here and so it gets sticky, but it's really not the end of the world. Alright, I'm going to try and make sure you can see. So I just do a few taps of this. Let's see. Oops, okay, that was kind of a lot. That was probably a half a teaspoon that I just added in there. And this stuff works pretty well. I will say originally I bought these. Those are the Ranger Misters. And they worked in the beginning, and then as I let them sit there and over time, they got all clogged. So these don't work very well. But I've had good use with this. And I know, like, for instance, I showed you this. I barely have any left of this candlelight. Oh, there we go. Of the candlelight from Tattered Angels. I'll reuse this bottle because Tattered Angels has a great bottle for this. Alright, so let's put this on really tight. I'm going to cover the front and just... Okay. See, I see a good mixture in there. Let's just see what happens. Oh, just unopened it. That almost was really bad. Alright, so by doing this, it does drip out pretty quick. I'm wondering if I can... That's pretty cool. I did get some bubbles there. I think if I were to dry it with my heat gun, it would spread. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to let it be and just see what happens to it. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you a couple pictures. It's not quite dry yet, but I couldn't wait. And I really wanted to see this, so I just spread it out with my finger here. And let me show a few pictures of how it turned out. So the pinks really come out when it's put with that purple dye, and it turned out really nice. So I hope this is something you guys might want to try out. If you have any questions on how I do this, feel free to post some comments. Like I said, the glimmer stuff, you can go to Joann's and get those little tubes. They're just a couple dollars and they last for so long. When you're making this, just remember to do little bits at a time. Do a couple drops of dye and a couple little taps of glimmer and fill it halfway and test it out. See how it goes. And then if you want more color, a richer color or more glimmer, just know that the glimmer, if you get too much, it will clog it. I think that's it. So have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow for day 9 of Marion Smith's 31-day challenge.
Everything you do, yeah, they were all yellow. I came along, I wrote a song for you, and all the things you do, and it was called Yellow.